Of course, Lamar Jackson and Tua did not travel with their respective teams. Dan, I'm going to start with you here. Are the Bills and Bengals close calls concerning for you?
Oh, absolutely. Because the reality is the Super Bowl, both of these teams are capable of winning, or certainly have looked capable of winning. This past weekend, not. And both of them are kind of in the same world. So Buffalo right now, offensive line stinks. It's not a good unit right now. 20 pressures by the Dolphins yesterday, 7 sacks. And you could watch it kind of force Josh Allen to play in a very specific way. Josh is trying to be Superman, put on a hero cape. Every play he's trying to score like 3 touchdowns. So that's concerning. They can't run the football right now. And then their defense, Skylar Thompson yesterday dropped back on 3rd and 4th down to throw the football 16 times. 0 sacks. You know, and I think we forgot a little bit about the Von Miller loss, and it's starting to show itself really in these playoff games. So I'm concerned about the line of scrimmage for both sides for Buffalo. And then for Cincinnati won a football game last night, and with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Hayden Hurst had 0 explosive plays. 0. The last time a team that did that in a playoff game won was 17 years ago. So, like, the reality of 3 out of the 5 starting offensive linemen out for Cincinnati. Joe's got to play so quick, get the ball in his hands. It's a little bit like how Tom has to play in Tampa Bay. You're sitting there going, can they go beat Kansas City? Can they really go beat Kansas City?
Yeah.
Can they go to the Super Bowl and beat San Francisco or Philadelphia? If those are the two, not with the way their line of scrimmage, with the way their line of scrimmage is playing. I'm concerned, Bob. They're both very good, but I don't feel Super Bowl good right now for either of those teams.
And I'm less concerned because I understand that these are division games, and that's what you get when you come back around. You're basically playing a team for the 3rd time. There is not going to be much of a blowout and much separation. You've seen everything that each team can give each other. This becomes just a great will battle. It's not so much of a skill battle. It becomes a great will battle, and they always come down just like this right here. No matter what the level of play has been all season long, when you get the playoffs, and that's why playoff football is so great.
Okay.
It didn't take Seattle to the end.
Well,
it didn't take San Francisco to the end.
Yeah, no, and we were
game.
just talking about that game, and that was a division game. And they played San Fran to the hill until even what the coach talked about when Deebo Samuel made that play and the guy held his ankle, the same bad ankle. They used that as a rally cry, like, okay, let's go and crush them. And they crushed them after that. But that was a tight game first.
Let me chime in. You sound insane.
What do you mean? Division games are tight.
Listen. I don't want to hear about a divisional playoff game when you got a 3rd-string quarterback going up against a proverbial favorite or prohibitive favorite for the Super Bowl in the Buffalo Bills. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. Skylar Thompson. Is that his name? I don't even remember. Skylar Thompson. Are you kidding me?
He played good.
And he held his own.
He played pretty well.
That's the concern.
Wait a minute, guys. I'm not denying that he played well. I'm saying if you're the Buffalo Bills, you were not supposed to allow that, okay? The fact of the matter is they got away by the skin of their teeth. That's number 1. Number 2, when you sit up there and you look at the Bengals, a legitimate argument could be made that Huntley, they should have lost that game. I mean, remember, you're tied at 17. You're about to go into the end zone.
Sure.
You can either kick a field goal or you score the touchdown. And by the way, J.K. Dobbins had every right to go off the way that he did. He was balling. All right? You didn't give him the ball in the red zone.
Yeah, but the quarterback sneaks scores if he doesn't go over the top.
Listen, I understand that, and that's true. John Harbaugh was right in saying that. The flip side to it, however, when you saw the way J.K. Dobbins was playing, like he said, it shouldn't have been in that position. Why would you not give me the ball? That's my job.
Right.
That's my job.
That's fair.
And he's right about that. And so when we look at it from that perspective, yeah, that's the difference. But when you at the division game, sorry, that's a 3rd-string quarterback. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't expect a 3rd-string quarterback to a wide receiver to look like Michael Irvin. No, absolutely not. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.